There were really three sorts of riots that took place in 1992. The first was a sort of political reaction centered around Parker's Center, the police headquarters at the time, protesting the verdict in the Rodney King trial. The second were the kind of more racially charged incidents that occurred at Florence and Normandy and elsewhere, in which motorists were yanked from their cars. But the third big wave, and the one that was really the most important, was the wave of looting and arson that wound up occurring all over the city. And perhaps much to people's surprise, it turned out that 51% of those who were arrested during the LA civil unrest were Latino, not African American. And in fact, this pattern of looting and arson actually occurred in neighborhoods that were 49% Latino. South LA have been transformed. A lot of this occurred in Koreatown, which was dominantly Latino, and elsewhere. So really what drove the unrest was the patterns of economic distress. When we went and did a study on it, we found that in the areas that experienced unrest, the unemployment rates were twice as high, the poverty rates were twice as high, home ownership was half that of the rest of the city, as was per capita income. So really, this was an expression of the economic frustration that had been building up for years. When I think about change for the future in Los Angeles and in South LA, I think of three words: projects, policy, and power. Projects demonstrate what's possible. Policy makes the possible standard operating procedure, but it's power that causes policy change. Change in South LA is driven by policy that's, coming from the Los Angeles Unified School District, it's coming from the Workforce Investment Board, it's coming from a scale beyond South LA. And in order to tip that, you need to have power. So exactly the kind of organizing that COCO is doing, exactly the kind of organizing that SCOPE, the Labor Community Strategy Center, all of the various allies in the social movement world here in Los Angeles, that's what really will make change possible.